October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and Councilwoman Tamika Isaac Devine here to talk about the annual walk. Has it been 14 years already now?
It has. It's hard to believe it's been that long, but this is our 14th year of doing the Mayor's Walk Against Domestic Violence. And, unfortunately, this year it's got to be a little bit different. We did it a little bit different the year after the flood, which was 5 years ago. So every time, something else happens, but because of COVID, we're doing it a little differently, but we're still doing it.
And I love the fact that, the show must go on, and so that you keep coming up with creative ways to do it, because this issue is just so much at the forefront, and we have to keep it in people's minds, regardless of the situation. So tell us how you're going to do the walk this year.
So this year, what we're doing is we're doing a virtual walk. And so we're going to utilize, we're going to, I, I guess, embrace the fact that we're physically distancing and that we can't come together in a big crowd like normal because of we're still in the middle of a pandemic. And so we're going to utilize our opportunity to bring awareness digitally through our social media platforms, which I have to say is it's going to be different, but I really think that as far as awareness, it will be better because there are a lot of folks, because of scheduling conflicts, because of, just not wanting to come out, don't necessarily physically come to a walk. And so now even more people can participate because we're going to be doing this virtual walk over digital media.
Right. I like the fact that you are calling people who participate ambassadors, or what was the other digital partner. So
Yes.
tell us how that would work.
We're still asking people to register on our website, which is columbiasc.gov. And when you go there, you can register as a digital partner. And then that way we have your email address so that we can help send you information about when and where. But the digital walk will be on Saturday, October 10th. And we are asking people to post pictures of awareness. So it might be a picture of them walking in their neighborhood with their purple on and saying they're walking to take steps against domestic violence. It might be posting a digital picture with a domestic violence awareness statistic, but they can use their digital platform to bring awareness around domestic violence. And then again, we'll be able to spread it. And it's not even just local people who can participate. Anybody, wherever you are in the world, can participate with us.
Now, as a digital partner and domestic violence ambassador, you also have resources for people when they register. So tell them about that.
Yes, so we will have resources for the folks who register. So we'll have some statistics, we'll have some information about different ways that you can share tweets and stuff, and then we also will have some sources where we have a limited number of packages, domestic violence toolkits that will be going out to folks. So then you can have some pictures, you can have a T-shirt or a hat or whatever we have in our stock to help you as you're going to post pictures of yourself. You can actually be wearing something that signals that you are an ambassador and a partner with us to bring awareness around domestic violence.
Now, I know you say this is really open to anyone who would like to participate, but could you talk to us a moment about just regionally here in Columbia about domestic violence and where we stand as a community, and how you see us getting any better with this issue?
Well, I have to say, prior to me becoming a member of City Council, I was a domestic violence prosecutor. And that's why this issue is so near and touching to my heart, because I've worked with survivors of domestic violence for many years. And I saw cases, some of the most horrible cases. And I have to say that when I first started prosecuting cases, over 20 years ago, South Carolina ranked number one in the nation for domestic violence homicides where men killed women. In the last 15 to 20 years, we have always been in the top 10 of the states where women killed by men in domestic violence homicides. But this year, I have to say, we have dropped down to 13 out of 50 states. That's still not great, but it does tell us that we are making strides. We're making progress when it comes to awareness of domestic violence. Our laws in South Carolina have changed. almost every single court, including the City of Columbia Municipal Court, have dedicated domestic violence courts to handle these cases with the expertise and compassion that is necessary to really address the family issues that happen in domestic violence. You know, you have children who are seeing violence who are affected. You have husband and wife that still have to deal with each other even though there's been violence. And so you have to have a court that's specialized. And so all of our courts in South Carolina are specialized. And so as far as seeing progress, I have definitely seen progress over the last 20 years. Do we have a long way to still go? Absolutely. But walks like this allow us to be able to bring awareness to this issue, educate people who may not have been personally affected or who know that they're personally affected. I always tell people everybody's personally affected by domestic violence, whether you know it or not, because we all know someone who has been a victim of domestic violence or who could be a perpetrator of domestic violence, someone we work with, someone that we encounter at the PTO meeting or in school, at a PTO meeting or in your child's school or in the grocery store. And so as we become more aware, we as a community can help support survivors of domestic violence and help perpetrators get their help. And so I have seen the help. I have seen the progress, but I also think that walks like this help us get more where we need to be.
Absolutely. And so, how do you register for this virtual walk? And is there any cost involved?
There is no cost involved. We don't want any impediments to anybody participating. And so, how you get involved, you can actually participate yourself. You can be a team captain and mobilize your circles. That's the one thing that we think is amazing about having social media is when you have social media friends and followers, you can get the word out through everybody who interacts with you on social media. And so, if you want to, register, you go to our website, which is columbiasc.gov. Click on the banner where it talks about the mayor's walk against domestic violence. When you click there, you put in your information, and then you'll start getting the information from us, and then we will give you the tools to share it. But again, also with that is when you register, not only will you get the tools to share it, but then it'll give us the opportunity to have you invite other people to also sign up to participate. And so if you go to our website, you can do that. And then, of course, people can follow me on all my social media. I'm Tamika Isaac Divine across all social media, with the exception of Twitter. I'm T.I. Divine. And if they follow me, then the information is there as well.
Tamika Isaac Divine, Councilwoman. We thank you so much for this information and wish you well on the walk and hope to talk with you soon.
Thank you.